Now, what we're going to start with tonight, because there's a lot of things I want to talk about tonight. And the first thing I want to talk about, I thought I'd start with the search for little Xielo in Leicester, because this is very sad, isn't it? So I want to start with this because I don't want to finish on this because it's very depressing. You know, I mean, when you're talking about true crime, not that this is crime, but all the other things I'll be talking about are depressing in another way. But I think obviously this, because it is about little Xielo, this little 2-year-old boy who's gone missing or who fell into the river. We cannot believe that he could fall into the river, but he did. It seems like it was a tragic accident. He looks so cheeky, doesn't he? He looks like a little bugger, bless him. You know, every day that goes on, it's difficult to hold out any hope, isn't it? But the thing is, as well, it's been complicated. The search efforts have been complicated by the conditions. It's been pouring down with rain. The river's swollen. It's so difficult for all of them, you know, and Leicestershire police have called in, you know, probably more or less the whole police divers all over the country are there helping. And this poor little boy, it doesn't look very promising, but you never know, I suppose. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. They've carried on searching today despite the poor weather. There's a flood alert in place in that area. Of course, they named him Leicestershire Live, you know, the local newspaper for Leicestershire. Have you noticed this Leicestershire Live looks just like Lancashire Live? I think this must be one big sort of media organisation that owns all these things, and they have different reporters from different places, but the substance of it is always the same. Anyway, so there was nothing to update because the police, basically all the police did today was share footage of today's search. So because there was not an awful lot that they could do, but anyway, this is what they've shared. Look at this. And it's raining. It makes everything more complicated. So, yeah, awful. Yeah, I think it was a tragic accident. The police apparently have got CCTV of him falling into the river. I am 100% certain he's a. You could just see by his face. He's probably, I know that his family have said that, you know, he's a cheeky little boy. He's naughty. Toddlers, he'll have run off. And you know what they're like. They can go in an instant. I would not judge his family because, to me, it's like it can happen in a moment. I know, you know, when my son disappeared on the beach that day, literally, I just took, you know, look at James Bulger. Would you blame James Bulger's mother for taking her eye off him for 30 seconds while he went off and those boys took him off? You know, I don't blame the family. It was a tragic accident. The police say they've got footage of it on CCTV. So I just wanted to let you know that basically they have not found him yet. But tomorrow, apparently, The weather forecast looks better. I mean, there's been weather warnings in that area, but they still carried on searching. It must be awful. It must be soul destroying, because really, basically, you know that they want to bring Xielo home to his family, but it's not likely that they're going to bring him home alive. But it's possible, but it's not likely, is it? So it's a thankless task that they're doing. But tomorrow, apparently, the weather forecast looks better. So hopefully tomorrow there'll be some resolution. So, so the Met Office says that tomorrow should be a dry but cloudy day. Now, I don't know if you know, though, leading on from this, something else that they may find in this river, because there is a missing mother that is thought to be in this river, the same river, the River Soar, which is this story I did not see last year. But on the 16th of October 2023, the same newspaper was talking about the river being searched in the hunt for this mother, for Malgorzata Wnuczek. I know I won't pronounce that right, a Polish woman, I think. Yeah, she's a Polish national living in Leicester, and she disappeared. And the reason that they think she might be in the river is because they have found items of hers in the river. When they've searched there, they did find items. So she disappeared 17 years ago, but her whereabouts remain a mystery. So she was see, they call her by a surname again. Oh, it drives me mad, this. Malgorzata was a Polish national living in Leicester, and she was last seen catching a bus from her workplace to Leicester city centre on Wednesday, May the 31st, 2006. She has not been seen since, with police treating her vanishing as a murder inquiry. And the investigation into her disappearance was reopened last year. So in June last year, in 2023, police conducted searches of the River Soar, of this same river in Leicester, and they found some unidentified items. This week, police, so this is going back to October, the police were conducting a series of new searches in the water. So she was 27 when she went missing, and she was mother to a 3-year-old daughter, Ola, when she was last seen. Ola is now in her 20s and is in Poland with family, who continue to hold out hope for answers to what happened to Malgorzata. So teams have used sonar equipment. The police do have sonar equipment to search the River Soar between the bridges in Mill Lane and Upperton Road. And it was here where a number of items were found. But police say they cannot identify what the items were. So I presume if it's an ongoing investigation, they can't say what they are. So last year in October, they were returning to the water to conduct new searches of the river. And they were hoping to find any potential links between the previous finds and Malgorzata. And a man was arrested in the Greater Manchester area, a 39-year-old man, in connection with this investigation into Malgorzata's disappearance. And he is still on police bail. Now, the only reason I mention this, because I'm wondering, is that as they're searching the river, sometimes when the police are searching for one particular person, they find other people, so we'll see what happens anyway. So they said that the next phase of the investigation is to establish what the things were that they found and whether they are anything that could provide us with information as to what happened to Malgorzata. So they're still investigating this case even after 17 years. So they've reopened the case, and whatever comes up from the search of that river Hopefully, obviously, we want a good resolution for Xielo, but anything else that comes up, you know, will be good too. But I just wanted to mention that, because when I was researching about the River Soar, this article came up about this lady who where is she? Where is she? She's one of those, again, disappeared, no trace, never been found, disappeared. But she's somewhere. People don't just disappear, as we know. People do not just disappear. You know, if they do disappear, somebody has done something with them. Well, her skeleton will be left, David, and her clothes. You know, I know, like, obviously there'll be no, you know, don't want to go into too many details. Yeah, there won't be much left of her, but skeletons do not disappear. Do you know? So there will be something left, and her clothes. And I wonder if those items that they say that they found might be her clothes that they found before. But there'll be enough of her. There'll be enough of her to be found. Hi, Rio. I was just going to say, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be at work. What are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to be? You're having a little sneak peek. You've gone to the loo and had a little sneak peek. Hi, Wendy. You're full of a cold. Oh, bless. Definitely been going around. A lot of people have been ill, haven't they, with colds? So basically, that is the update about Xielo. He hasn't been found yet. Hopefully tomorrow, when the weather's better, you know. I know there's a lot of you still interested in the Nicola Bulley case, and I have not forgotten about that. There's a few things that I've got going on with it. And as I say, I'm going to do this docu-series. I've got a few things going on. But anyway, that will come. That will come in time. So, night-night. Hasta mañana. See you tomorrow. Take care. Remember to live and love carefully and wisely, especially love you goats. Well, not too much, but I bet them goats are hilarious, Jim. I bet they're hilarious. And spoil yourselves. I'm going out for lunch tomorrow. I'm going to spoil myself tomorrow. I think Friday's going to become lunch out day. But thank you. Take care. And if I hear anything, I'll be on to tell you about it. And until I see you again, may your God go with you. And thank you all for being members of my channel. Thank you. Bye.